Police officers can no longer pull drivers over in Illinois for hanging something on their rear view mirror. A new state law went into effect Monday, preventing officers from stopping somebody solely for putting an object between the driver and windshield. The new law's supporters say not allowing officers to pull someone over for the violation will reduce racial profiling and pretextual stops. The new law's opponents fear it will make the roads more dangerous.
It really comes down to a civil rights issue. It's about pretextual stops, and it's trying to eliminate those.
Something as simple as an air freshener can block multiple children in an intersection, block the view from the driver. I don't know if anybody's looked at that before, but this is very much a safety concern.